Hi guys, welcome to another product focus. What we're going to be focusing on today is the Rhino Pro and Hobby filters. The Rhino Pro is a 50mm bed carbon filter and the Rhino Hobby is a 30mm bed. That basically means you're going to have to be putting less airflow through the Hobby than you do the Pro. The Pro is going to last longer than the Hobby because it's got a lot more carbon in there, probably twice as much carbon by looking at the circumference and the size, but Rhino filters use the same carbon. A lot of people are saying that their filter has RC4-12 from Australia, blah, blah, blah. It's bollocks. There's only Rhino has the G.A.S RC4-12 carbon from Australia, and we always have done. We've never scrimped and scraped on the carbon. The carbon comes from Australia. It's shipped to the manufacturer where it's tested and sized. We then drop it into the Pro or the Hobby filter and we never ever get any back. It's a fine granular carbon, so when you're running the fan at a lower speed, so basically you've switched from HPS to LEDs and you're running at a lower speed, these filters are great because they've got a longer contact time because it's a finer carbon. When you're looking at a 4 and a 12, so RC is the activated carbon, and the 4 and the 12 are the size of the carbon. 12 being the smallest piece because it's like an inch divided by 12, and that's the carbon what falls through. Or then you've got the 4, which is an inch divided by 4, and that's what the 4. So you've got a 1/4 of an inch, which is a 4, or a 1/12 of an inch, which is a 12. Mix all that up in equal measures, and that's where you get RC4-12. Not RC4-12, it's RC4-12. Virgin triple activated Australian G.A.S carbon. The best on the market for air filtration. They come in multiple sizes, so the Rhino Pro goes all the way down to a 4-inch all the way up to a 355 now, so the big sizes. And the Rhino Hobby goes up to about an 8-inch. Rhino Hobby is generally only used for lower airflow fans like the RVKs, not the high pressure fans. It's reversible, so you have a cap at the bottom and a flange at the top when you turn it round. That makes it easier. Let's say you're running a low airflow through it and you want to spin it round, reactivate this carbon at this end, and you're up and running again. This will probably last 9 to 12 months running it at a reasonable speed. Rhino Pros, we've known them last well 3 to 4 years, depending on the amount of humidity within the room. Always be careful when you're running a carbon filter in a grow room that your humidity doesn't spike for any length of time past 70%. Anything past 70%, all carbon in the world will have a reaction with that humidity. Unless it's treated with something else, carbon will get blocked and it will stop working. Some carbons will dry back out depending on the pore size of the carbon. Rhino is really lucky. If you do overpower it with humidity and that water molecules get into the carbon, it will dry out because it's a finer carbon and the water finds it very difficult to penetrate in there, so it will dry off the surface, so it will get back up and running and start filtering again. So we've got two sizes of filter. We've got the Hobby filter and the Pro, but we've also got a full range of ventilation products now under the Rhino brand. We've got a full range of EC mixed flow fans in silenced and non-silenced, and we've got a full range of EC controllers for those fans. Every filter matches a certain fan size, so it's the right size for the right neck for the right fan, and you'll never ever have an issue running a Rhino fan with a Rhino filter with a controller combo. The full range is now available from Global Air Supplies and Eden Horticulture. If you want any more information on the Rhino filter range, just give me a call. Cheers guys.